Hey folks, this is Riker, bringing you a preview of a game called Skara, which is presently in alpha, but will be coming to Steam Early Access in July. Skara is a third-person action combat game, built on the Unreal Engine 4. It's primarily melee-based combat, however there will be ranged weapons added. I believe the plan is to make this game free-to-play, with the option of spending real money to buy cosmetic items like Team Fortress 2. In Skara, the objective is to kill your opponent or opponents. This is played multiplayer either against human opponents or bots, or mix and match. Up to 16 combatants can be fighting at a time, either in a free-for-all or a team deathmatch. Presently, there are 2 different maps that you can play on, and 2 different characters. As you can see, I'm playing some form of orc character that's wielding a 2-handed axe, and my opponent is some kind of human with a sword and board. Now, there apparently are differences between the 2 characters with respect to game mechanics. In my playtesting, I couldn't quite pinpoint what those differences were, but I'm sure they would be more apparent to a more experienced player. The combat system has you using left mouse button, right mouse button, and space for different attacks, control to guard, and shift to sprint. And then apart from those basic attacks, there are a number of combo maneuvers that you can do. Stuff like right mouse button, left mouse button, right mouse button, space will execute a certain combo. And that's why you hear me button mashing a lot. I wanted to make sure you heard my keyboard mashing. This apparently is not supposed to be a viable way to play the game. Maybe this is working against a bot and it wouldn't work against a seasoned human opponent. There's about a dozen different combo attacks that you could purposely execute. As for myself, I'm just mashing the keys and somehow pulling off combos and fatalities and stun attacks. I guess I'm getting lucky. As you can tell, I'm not very good at Skara or fighting games or life in general, but I'm very clearly kicking this computer opponent's ass very handily. Now in the future there will be a total of 5 playable characters. There will be 6 different maps, and they're going to add 2 game modes, one called Siege, one called Kill the King. I'm guessing Kill the King is a King of the Hill style. Siege will probably be something with 2 bases, maybe objective based. We don't know yet, but a little more is coming beyond the basic gameplay that we see. Now there will apparently be RPG elements added to the game. I'm not sure what exactly those will be, but I did see mention of stuff like customization of the visuals of your character, the combat maneuvers of your character, possibly of your weapons. So there may be some form of progression system, which could be really cool. Another really cool feature is their form of clan implementation, in which it seems that your clans will fight for control of an overworld map. It sounds similar to stuff we've seen in Guild Wars 2. How exactly they'll implement this is yet to be seen, but apparently the community strongly pushed for it, and if executed properly, could be a really exciting feature. Again, this game is presently in alpha right now, but if I have one immediate concern, it's the core gameplay of the melee combat. In general, it's really difficult to nail melee combat in a 3D game. A lot of people have tried it, a lot of people have failed. Some games have succeeded, but melee combat just has to feel right. Otherwise, just feel like you're swinging at air and you feel like your hits have no strength behind them. Collision can feel sloppy. These are all issues that a lot of games struggle with, and Skara right now is one of them. The feel of the combat isn't quite where I want it to be right now. But again, this game is still in alpha. I think if they can nail down that collision detection a little more, if they can make us feel the oomph behind our attacks, behind our swings, our blocks, our dodges, so that we really know when we're landing a hit, when we're dodging, when we're evading, I think that'll go really far towards making this a fun game. As you can see from the graphics, the game looks absolutely stunning. The Unreal 4 engine is put to great use, but beyond that, just the execution of the art style is great. The 3D models are fantastic. The scenery is great. Even their concept art, if you go to their Kickstarter page, is stunning. All of that, visually everything is top-notch quality. Right now, the user interface seems to be some kind of placeholder, but a proper UI will be coming in. And again, as I mentioned, Skara is presently on Kickstarter. So if you're interested in learning more about Skara, go ahead, hit up their Kickstarter page. And as you can see right here, my match ended quite abruptly, as will this preview. So until next time, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.